way later this week as well.
Yeah, we're going to be having to brush the dust off those hoodies and sweatshirts once we get to at least Wednesday and Thursday mornings. We're talking about 50s in the forecast, even for us here in the Birmingham Metro, let alone if you're over in eastern Alabama and those higher elevations or far north into places like Double Springs and Coleman. A full look at that coming up here in just a few moments. But yes, you're feeling that pleasant air that is out there today. Now behind the cold front, the more muggy summer-like conditions all the way to our south here where you see the green contours near the I-10 corridor. So even if you went down all the way to almost Mobile, they're feeling almost as good as we are here in Birmingham, just a little bit warmer. So the taste of fall is going to be pretty much region-wide this week, leading to the cooler, less humid conditions, and that's also going to keep us fairly stable. And with little to no rain, it's going to have a lot of days where the skies look like this, with just a few of those high clouds passing on through. Live look from our Hoover Hyatt Regency camera. We're sitting at 81 degrees in Birmingham, 79 in Talladega, 81 Lineville, still in the 70s along that Highway 278 corridor from Gadsden back over to Aniana, Coleman, Double Springs, 81 in Jasper, and 87 in Mountville, one of our warmer spots there. We also have a little bit of a northerly wind out there, kind of kicking the gust up to around 10 to 15 miles per hour, coming in around 16 miles per hour there in Jasper. So that's also going to be helping move this very nice, comfortable air around for us today. So it really does feel more like October than it does here in the later part of August. A lot of sunshine today. We're going to see those high clouds kind of drift in later this afternoon. That dry air continuing to filter in. Temperatures only getting up to around 85 degrees for a high today. And with that less humid air in place, it means that in these evenings, temperatures are going to be cooling off fairly fast. So it does feel more like fall kind of in that sunset hour than it does here in the very peak heating of the afternoon. Behind this cold front, yes, we have the less humid air filtering in, winds out of the north, but we are also watching this disturbance of clouds and some moisture over Oklahoma back towards Arkansas and Kansas. That is going to be drifting slowly but surely off towards the south and east, and we'll see those high clouds already arriving in our skies here by later on today. Temperatures, like I said, this evening falling quickly already by 7 o'clock. All of us, for the most part, here already in the 70s, and those high clouds kind of drifting on in here. We start out the day with the overcast skies going into Tuesday morning. Temperatures in the 60s, and then it's going to be slow to warm with the clouds overhead going into Tuesday afternoon, only getting up to around 73 here in Birmingham by the noon hour tomorrow. Some of you are going to struggle getting out of the 60s until we get a few breaks in the cloud cover late tomorrow afternoon into the evening. Notice it is picking up on a little bit of green here, but I do think we have enough dry air at the surface that will prevent a lot of that rain from reaching it all the way down from the cloud to the ground. So you'll see kind of that wispy look, Virgo, what we call it, the rain kind of coming out of the clouds, not necessarily making it down. If we do see that, I think it'd be in the form of maybe a sprinkle or two, and then those clouds clearing out by just after sunset tomorrow night. That's going to shape us up for a very cool start to Wednesday morning. Could get down to the double nickels there in Aniana, 56 in Gadsden, 58 for us here in Birmingham, lower to low 60s here in the southwestern portion of the viewing area for the Highway 82 corridor. And then notice here by Thursday morning, it's going to be really much of the same. 58 Anniston, same for Talladega, 57 there in Birmingham. So that comfortable air, it is not going away really anytime soon. It's not going to be until this weekend before we feel just a little bit more sticky. That may lead to a bit of some rain chances up to around 40% here by Friday, and then still very comfortable going into the weekend with highs still only in the middle 80s. That extended 10-day forecast shows the slightly more humid conditions returning by early next week. Kristen?